Hey guys, Sabri Suby here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the two key things that you really need to have in place in order to scale up, your consulting, coaching, or service-based business. Because when I see, people when they're thinking about, okay, how do I grow my business? Like it's a new year, new beginning, how do I go out there and really hit my goals? And they start to really get just bogged down and frozen really about all of the different things that are out there. They think, okay, I need to know how to run Facebook ads, I need to know how to know Google ads, I need to know about Instagram ads, I need to know how to do YouTube ads, and I need sales funnels, and I need crazy remarketing, and I need to have emails, and I need to have text messages, and I need chat bots, and then I need to, be able to close people, and I have to have this appointment booking software that's all plugged into my funnel with built-in contingency plans and scarcity timers, and I have to have all of these things, right? And they get overwhelmed and they think about all of the realm of possibilities and all the skills that they need to have in order to really grow their business. And while all of those things do provide benefit, you really need to think about what are those core, real big essentials in order. And if you've got a service-based business, i.e. you basically provide a service to your clients for a fee, I can tell you the two things that you really need to dial in that are going to move the money needle for your business more than anything. And really those two things is first, your ability to generate a lead, right? Like what is the activity that you need to do in order to basically get somebody to raise their hand and say, hey, I need help with this. And you're going to try lots of things, and some of them are going to work and some of them aren't. What I mean is you might try Google ads and you get a little bit of activity there, or you try Facebook ads and you get a bit of activity there. Whatever it is, you want to find out where is that place that really works for you the most in terms of generating the huge volume of leads. And then you just want to become a master at what that one key component is in order for you to get that lead. And you might find it's like the copywriting on the ad, or it might be the opt-in page, or it might be your landing page. But really, you really just want to stop and think if you look at the last 3 months, the last 6 months, the last 12 months, where is it that you're getting the best leads and the largest volume of them, right? And just go, okay, this is where it is. There are so many different traffic channels that I can go out, and everyone's talking about YouTube ads or TikTok ads, or I've seen people running Reddit ads, let me try that. You've only basically got 100 units of time, and you're going to be dividing your time based on whatever it is that you focus on. So everything that you want to just try and you want to split test, that is sucking away from those 100 units. So in the beginning, you really want to think about getting one channel really, really dialed in and really, really working. And that's the first element that you need. You need to have a system that generates leads, that you have leads coming in. And while there are so many different options for you, every test that you want to run comes at a cost. There isn't only the upside of either I get that working, just imagine. There's a huge cost associated with you trying that. And if you've already got something that works, could you be more efficient at that and get more upside? The answer is yes. And then the second thing that you need is to have the ability to basically close over the telephone. They're really just the two key elements that you need, right? And if I look at typically in our business, how does our business make money? And it makes money from generating strategy sessions and then closing those strategy sessions into clients and actually delivering those clients value. That's it. There's a lot of other stuff that goes on, right? But if I break it down and have a look what are the things that really move the needle in my business, those are the things. And sure, creating content like this, is a good, and it adds a little bit of value to the whole ecosystem with everything that we're doing. And, there's remarketing and there's all the other elements that go into it. But essentially, if I really want to grow this business, there are the two inputs that I need to look at. How many strategy sessions are we generating? And then how well are we closing those strategy sessions? And, if I had to look at the younger version of myself when I was just beginning, that's all I would say. I'd just be yo, Sabri, what you need to focus on is just focus on generating as many strategy sessions as possible and becoming an absolute master at that. And then really focus on the numbers and the closing rate of those strategy sessions. There's going to be lots of other stuff that's going to come up on your radar that you're going to want to focus on. and that you're going to want to run down certain rabbit holes. But essentially, you grow your business by getting more clients or providing more value to those clients and then charging them more money. And these are the variables that you're looking at. Now, once you look at it in that clear way, everything just becomes very clear and very black and white for you, and you don't need to get overwhelmed, and you don't need to just procrastinate about trying so many different things and really just thinking like, holy shit, like how am I going to divide my time up based on all these activities? You just know, I've got one lever here and I've got one lever here. I need to get more leads in here, and then I need to basically just become really, really good at closing these leads. And the way that you do the second part is simply just by really doing a diagnosis and doing an audit on what your performance is like. So just like you would split test things on, running ads and headlines and images, you need to split test things on those telephone calls and just focus. Like you might have one day per week, I'm going to really be dissecting the numbers on strategy session calls and what's going on there. And then one day a week, I'm really going to spend the entire day, I'm going to block out all the noise, and I'm going to dive into the data of all of our ads and everything that's happening with our lead gen, right? 2 days a week, and you're really focusing on those activities that you're going to get the most leverage and that are really going to propel your business forward. Now, both of those two elements have one thing in common, right? And one central cornerstone to what makes them work, and that's the offer, right? The offer that you're making in your ads to get people to get in contact with you, and two, the offer that you're making on the telephone to convert those prospects into high-paying clients. And, really it is the offer that kind of sits in the middle. It was like a Venn diagram. That is the central, most important thing that you can really focus on. And in marketing and in sales, it really is the offer that is paramount. It is the tip of the spear, and it's what's going to make both of those things work. So instead of obsessing over some kind of KPIs or some vanity metrics in the two of those things, the way that you can get the most leverage in testing them, like how do I get more leads, is changing your offer. And also, what can I test in terms of how do I convert more of these prospects and these leads into actual paying clients is also the offer. So realistically, when you boil those two constituent parts down to what's going to help you grow, they're all going to rest on the offer that you are making to your market. And everything is an offer in all elements of your business. The offer that you're making employees to come and work for you, the offer that you're making to prospects to become a client, right? Or for traffic to become a lead. It all comes down to the offer. And that's the thing above every single thing that you want to obsess over, and you want to make sure. It's like if you're sitting down to cook a meal, right? Or if you're like a chef, like you want to make sure that if you're going to be spending 6, 7, 8 hours a day chopping up ingredients, that you have the sharpest knife. And in growing a service-based business, that knife is your offer. And how sharp it is really affects how good you are at chopping up traffic into leads, or chopping up prospects and turning them into clients, or looking at these raw materials, so to speak, to add up to the output that you want to. And that's really what I would really urge you to kind of focus on and labor on. Most people don't. They only want to think about the latest traffic hack, or what can they do in terms of like how they get more strategy sessions to show up and all that kind of stuff. Tweak the offer, tweak it on traffic, tweak it on closing, and I assure you that you will really see some huge geometric really uplifts in terms of what the output is. So if we can kind of summarize the stuff that I've gone over in this video, is basically there's two real big key points that you want to focus on to grow your service-based business. First one is leads, getting as many of those things as you possibly can. And then two is making sure that you're converting those leads. Then you want to spend 1 day per week completely blocked out from all the noise in your business on just assessing the effectiveness and the tweaks that you want to make. 1 day on the traffic and generating those leads and the landing pages and all that kind of stuff. And then the second day is assessing, how many strategy sessions are getting booked, or how many leads are coming in, what's your contact rate to get on the phone with those people, and then what the close rate is. And when it comes down to testing, instead of testing button colors and all that kind of stupid shit on landing pages, Just test the offer. Instead of, looking at, different ways to get the calls to show up or calling more people, all of that stuff is important. But again, is the offer. When you do get a hold of somebody, how can you put an offer in front of them that's so convincing and compelling that more people choose to buy it? So I hope you got something out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you click the like button and subscribe. We're dropping a video on YouTube every other day. And if you've got any questions about any of the content that I covered in this video, just basically leave a comment with hashtag #HeySabri in the comment section. And every week we're also trying to go through all those questions and get them answered. So go ahead, click subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.